let's talk about some of the biggest fights in rock history. The world of rock is no stranger to drama, but few incidents have captured the attention of rock aficionados quite like the notorious on-stage altercation between Marilyn Manson and his then guitarist John Five. During a heated 2003 performance. It was an episode that not only laid bare the intense pressures of touring, but also highlighted the complex interplay of egos that often simmers just beneath the surface in high-stakes rock bands. The scene was the Rock 'em Ring Festival, a massive event that draws fans from across the globe, eager to see their rock idols in the flesh. But for John Five, the day held much more than just another performance. He took the stage under a cloud of profound personal grief, having just learned of his sister's unexpected passing. Emotionally charged and visibly distressed, John Five was in no state to handle Manson's provocative stage antics, which were an integral part of their performances, but felt misplaced to him that night. As the show neared its climax, the tension reached a breaking point when Manson, perhaps oblivious to John Five's emotional turmoil, or simply caught up in his performance persona, delivered a kick to the guitarist during their final number. This act, usually part of their typical stage routine, felt like a severe slight under the circumstances, triggering a visceral reaction from John Five. In a moment charged with raw emotion, he slammed his guitar to the ground and unleashed a verbal barrage at Manson, his words echoing across the stage and into the crowd. The altercation almost escalated into a full-blown physical fight in front of tens of thousands of stunned fans. However, cooler heads prevailed, and the band managed to finish the set without further incident. Reflecting on the clash later, John Five took an unexpected stance by accepting full responsibility for the fallout. He admitted to snapping under the strain, acknowledging, "I didn't even remember it, and I feel terrible watching it now because it really was my fault. I was in such a weird place, and it was just a bad time." This incident serves as a stark reminder of the often overlooked human elements in rock music's theatrical spectacle. Behind the makeup, the bombastic performances, and the larger-than-life personas lie real people grappling with real emotions. The Manson-John Five spat isn't just a tale of tempers flaring. It's a poignant example of how even rock stars aren't immune to the pressures that come with life both on and off the stage. For fans and followers, this incident remains a fascinating study of conflict and camaraderie in the volatile world of rock music. A reminder that the show must go on, but not always without consequence. What do you think about the on-stage clash between Marilyn Manson and John Five? In the gritty backdrop of Detroit's club scene, a shocking encounter unfolded between two of the city's own rock personalities, Jack White of the White Stripes and Jason Stolsteimer from the Von Bondies. This wasn't just a minor scuffle. It was a confrontation that spilled over into the legal arena and had long-lasting repercussions for both musicians. The incident took place in 2003, at a time when both were riding high in their careers. Jack White, known for his profound influence on the garage rock revival, and Jason Stolsteimer, leading a band that was climbing the indie rock echelons, were both central figures in the Detroit music scene. However, the relationship between the two had been strained, with White previously producing work for the Von Bondies. Tensions reached a boiling point one night at a crowded club, where the musicians' previous professional disagreements turned personal and physical. According to reports, White approached Stolsteimer, and the altercation quickly escalated. White unleashed a barrage of punches, striking Stolsteimer in the face repeatedly. The brawl was intense enough that it took several onlookers to finally pull White away. The fallout from the fight was immediate and severe. Stolsteimer was left with facial injuries, and White faced a court date, resulting in his plea of guilty to assault and battery. This legal outcome mandated that White attend anger management classes, an attempt to curb the violent impulses of a rock star who had let his temper get the best of him. This violent episode stirred up considerable media attention, casting a shadow over White's image and raising questions about the pressures and rivalries in the competitive music industry. The incident not only highlighted the darker sides of rock and roll's often romanticized bad boy image, but also served as a sobering reminder of the real-world consequences that can emerge from the high-stress environment of musical fame. What's your view on this notorious clash? Does it alter your perception of Jack White? Or is it just another example of rock's edgy legacy? Rock and roll comebacks are meant to be loud, triumphant, and a little bit wild. But when Scottish rock band The View took the stage for their highly anticipated reunion show in 2023, the night turned memorable for all the wrong reasons. The Dundee natives, known for their raucous energy and devoted following, found themselves embroiled in a fracas that would overshadow their musical resurgence. The spotlight was firmly on The View as they launched into their set, playing in front of a crowd eager to welcome them back. However, tensions that had perhaps been simmering beneath the surface soon spilled over, stunning fans and derailing the night's festivities. It was a significant date, not just for the band, but also personally for bassist Kieran Webster, who was celebrating his birthday. As the set progressed, frontman Kyle Falconer's frustration became palpable. Known for his passionate performances, Falconer's intensity is part of what fans love about him. But on this night, it proved to be a double-edged sword. Mid-performance, something snapped. The altercation began verbally but quickly escalated, with Falconer throwing a punch at Webster. A shocking sight that turned the event from a celebration into a spectacle of discord. The altercation was not only physical, but deeply symbolic, with Falconer's outburst occurring right on stage, in the very spotlight that was supposed to mark their triumphant return.
If you want, I think you should maybe ask Kieran to come up and finish the sentence.
The fight brought the performance to a standstill, and the band had to cancel their next show to resolve their differences, issuing an apology to fans for what they termed a brotherly bust-up that went too far. This incident raises questions about the pressures faced by bands, especially when staging comebacks that carry heavy expectations. The View's on-stage meltdown serves as a stark reminder that behind the music, the personalities and pressures can lead to explosive outcomes. What's your take on this chaotic comeback? Does it change how you view the band, or is it just another chapter in rock's storied book of wild antics? Like and share to share your favorite moments. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Subscribe to see more like this and watch our most watched video here.